there really are two Detroits, and I think that with most cities, you really see these divisions. But when we talk about this revitalization of Detroit, it's really at this point mostly confined to the greater downtown and midtown area, which is not even a geographic majority of the city. And frankly, I mean, I am a gentrifier, like straight up. I'm a young, white, like relatively well-off person who's moved into downtown. I don't think I directly displaced anyone at the time I moved in. I was moving into a building with open units, but I'm definitely part of that trend. For me, I think what it all comes down to, at least right now, is that one of Detroit's biggest problems over the past years, probably the biggest problem, was just depopulation. We've lost so much of our population in our tax base. And I think that just getting more people to move into the city is a crucial, crucial part of the city's revitalization. And at the same time, while, there definitely is a divide, certainly the tech startup I work for downtown, right now we're 6 people. We're not employing, any old school Detroiters at this point. Maybe we hope to in the future. But there's a lot of other community elements going on that make me feel part of the city and not just like, some random young kid who's recently moved. A great one that I love is Detroit Soup. I want to give them a shout out, which is a sort of community soup dinner every month where it costs $5 to go in, and then different people pitch projects that would help Detroit that they want to do. Everyone votes, and the winner gets the pool of money that was collected at the door for their projects. And this is an event that has really brought together a lot of young new Detroiters like myself, but also people who've been here for generations and are creating a community garden, out on 7 Mile, which is not an area where most of the young people are moving now. So there definitely are things that are bringing those two groups together.
Typically, when you begin to get development in the better upper scale areas, obviously the land values go up. But what's happening in many cities, and I think can be picked up here in Detroit in many places, is at an early point you begin to capture some of this very, very inexpensive land, and you put it in trust, in a land trust, which means that it's essentially a nonprofit corporation or a city corporation, but usually a nonprofit corporation, draw a big line around a large neighborhood. And then as property values go up, the nonprofit captures part of that and transfers the value into subsidized housing so that you can begin to keep some of the other people there. That used to be a non-conventional idea. It's now happening virtually all over the country. Chicago's got a very large program. Irvine, California is doing 5,000 units of housing, but it's a way to undercut this gentrification process, which just means forcing other people out. And you're allowing yourself, I think, both to capture some of that value that's created, but also to keep the different part of the community in place with some sort of stake in the community.
You simply cannot revitalize a city by violating its history and the community that history was built on. Are you seeing much violating history and community among the influx of people coming into Detroit looking to revitalize it now?
I'm not personally. That doesn't mean I would necessarily deny that it's happening. I'm sure there's redevelopment projects and stuff that are or could be interpreted as violating the city's history. But I think for me, the things I'm involved with and the things I'm trying to do are focusing my energies on places that have, already been totally destroyed. So, me and a few friends are actually buying and repairing a house right now. We're not buying a house that someone is in. We're buying a house that has been sitting abandoned for 4 or 5 years and trying to fix up something where before there was nothing. I would completely agree with that comment. I think it's important for all of us who are moved here into the city to respect the city's history. That was a big part of the appeal of Detroit for me.